To understand Antifa thoroughly, one needs to go back and understand their history. That's why I read Antifa by Mark Bray. Bray is an ex-professor at Rutgers University and historian that specializes on Spain and the modern world. He's also a national best-selling author, focusing on politics, human rights, and transnational history. His book Antifa takes seriously the trans-historical terror of fascism and the power of calling to arms and resistance to fight back against the resurgent far-right fascist movement throughout history. At the heart of the anti-fascist outlook is a rejection of the classical liberal phrase incorrectly ascribed to Voltaire that, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." After Auschwitz and Treblinka, anti-fascists committed themselves to fighting to death the ability of organized Nazis to say anything. Anti-fascism is many things, but perhaps most fundamentally is an argument about the historical continuity between different eras of far-right violence and the many forms of collective defenses that it has necessitated across the globe over the past century. It's important to note that since publishing that book, Mark Bray has fled to Spain with his family after receiving numerous horrific death threats. He was surveilled by the government because of his book and harassed at the airport when he tried to leave, sent back home on his first attempt. You tell me if that doesn't resemble the oppressive and authoritative party of 1984. The party of free speech exhibits antithetical behavior to their perceived beliefs. Why would the government and little Nazi boy, who definitely Dutch ovens himself under the blankets every morning, Stephen Miller, be so overtly aggressive towards a historian who writes about resisting fascism? Being anti-Antifa is inherently pro-fascism. Anti-fascism has existed as long as fascism has. It's simply an ideology, attempting to deny fascists any opportunity at advancing their oppressive politics. Anti-fascists believe in free speech, but society must not tolerate fascist hate speech that promotes violence. Fascist movements are obviously historically well documented. Antifa is a movement to stop modern-day fascism before it even starts. But now that fascist politics have become mainstream in the United States, one of their goals is to demonize Antifa. You tell me who the bad guys are. Some people dressed in black, protesting, causing property damage after being provoked? Or the ones stripping society of their constitutional rights, terrorizing migrants, green card holders, and citizens alike, murdering, while unidentified, using brutality with complete immunity. As Bray writes, we should be warier to those who are truly neutral towards fascism than those that honestly espouse their opposition to racism, genocide, and tyranny.
So where is Antifa headquartered?
What we're doing right now with the organization.
Where in the United States does Antifa exist?
Yeah.
If it's a terrorist organization, and you've identified it as number one.
We are building out the infrastructure right now.
So what does that mean?